Welcome to the grossly unplanned and very spontaneous trip to Chakrata. 7. I don't know how it happens, but every time we wake up early and somehow we end up leaving this city at 7. This is Abhishek collecting his gloves. Apparently the guy forgot his gloves and thanks to Blinkit he had something. It's currently almost 8. We're just 50 kilometers away from Delhi. We're running a bit late. After eating the pollution of NCR, we took a stop at around 9 to have some parathas and look back at our luggage. These are steaming hot paratha and our bikes are liquid cooled and paratha is chutney cooled. अच्छा जो हो गया भाई हंस हंस
आप यूट्यूब में डालो.
Successfully intercepted the warm welcome of old Uttarakhand. Crossing over to Uttarakhand, this is where we punted ourselves over Yamuna. Since around 1:30 or 2, the road to Chakrata was really nice. Thankfully, there was no crowd on this road and a decent stretch of asphalt. You can see the confidence in the lead. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do this on a regular stretch of road in There are people coming our way and a few vehicles stopped here and there, but still was not as bad as the road to Kalpa. That was something else. To their credit, it's a quite remote location and Chakrata seems to be a hustling, bustling military camp? Military camp? Something military cantonment. Come on, bro. First of all, you are overloaded. Second of all, you're not giving me any space to move ahead. This is the problem with overloaded vehicles. Not only they cause a problem to themselves, they block the view of people coming behind them. You have to wait a long time to get an opportunity to overtake them. Which I don't get. And some things are just okay. See the lean. That could have been easily toppled over. It's none of my business anymore. The best way to deal with idiots is to just leave them behind. This is our player 2. He has a red marker pointing towards him at all times. About half an hour away from Chakrata, we stopped to have some food. And there we found this kitty cat, this distinguished gentleman who, of course, wouldn't pay us any attention. Why would he? Of course. This is the Chakrata bus stop. We went left from here. If we knew that the market is on the right, we would have gone there, but thanks to Google, we went right, which wasn't right at all. It's currently 4 p.m. and we've made it to Chakrata. And in hindsight, not having a hotel beforehand was a pretty bad idea because we aren't able to find one. Look at that guy trying to find a hotel.
Hi guys. We are looking for a hotel
Because we are geniuses. We weren't able to figure out where to go, let alone book a hotel. Asking around, we finally found our way to the market. For future references, if anyone ever wants to come to Chakrata, they should be coming to this market area. All the decent hotels and restaurants and whatever restaurants are there, they're here. While Abhishek was out checking out the rooms, I was goofing around enjoying the sunset. Well, I wasn't just doing that. I was in charge of looking out for our luggage, which is not visible in this video, but I had it in my hand. Now we are heading into our hotel room. The lobby has pretty decent views. Let's hope the room has the same, if not better. Not too bad. This is what you get on a short notice. Bathroom is quite large. Yep. Yeah, it's good enough. Clean and warm with a nice view. The start of second day. Ready, set, go. We've taken a brief stop to fuel up and to see the mountains from the other side of Chitkul. This is our protagonist. After fueling our bikes and cooling our stomachs, we left from Moila Top. Well, not really Moila Top. There was a small meadow that we saw in a video online. That was easy to reach. It was right next to the road. We were like, okay. But as usually these things go, somebody suggests that why not take the difficult road, and adrenaline that was rushing in our veins compelled us to take the difficult road, which meant doing a 3 kilometer trek to Moila Top. Then again, we just saw a YouTube video of it. We didn't know that it was going to be a 3 kilometer trek with constant incline. That too after doing a off-road stretch of almost 3 to 4 kilometers, I guess, from the entry point without any food. When we came near the market, we took a brief stop, we took some pictures, and we didn't notice the dung beneath our feet. We were just looking up ahead, and that's Abhishek attending some calls. Very nice. No rest for the video. This is the cabin where we mention our details so that they can keep track of people who went in and who came out. This is the point where the real off-roading begins. This is the off-road trail to the starting point of the trek to Moila Top, and of course entirety of footage will be me looking down because I spent the entirety of this road saddling on a bike, and unfortunately when you do saddle you cannot have any spare attention left for pointing the cameras in the right direction. I just got lucky that the camera was still rolling, and by the end of this journey one of my handles, the cap of my handles was so loose that it was about to come off, thanks to the Allen key set that I had kept with me just in case. It came in handy after all. And this is the beginning of our so-called Moila Top trek, which was more of a climb. It should not be called trek, it should be called a climb. It's a long way ahead. Poor me was so enthusiastic, loaded with 2 kilos of riding jacket and 2 kilos of stuff in his bag. By this time, I was out of breath. There was no point in being presentable. No point in having a proper posture. And yes, this video is partially slow motion because we were so tired that I forgot to see whether the video is on a normal mode or on a slow motion. This is the Pari Mandir at the top of Moila Top. It has some details resembling the Narkanda temple, especially these flutes. Maybe they make some sound when wind blows through them. After all, it's on the top of a mountain, and if flags are an indication, there are constant winds here. We did get to see some snow, although it was very far away. The video doesn't do it justice. Look at this meadow. Golf course owners spend millions to replicate this. After some supplements, I got back to work. These are my energy drink soiled pages. Someone must have tried to pole vault through this valley to ultimately fail. Not gonna lie, they were considering the same. While coming up, we found this stick at the last 10% of our trek, and by that point I was like, why even bother? But still we picked it up, and while going down we were thinking that some lucky person is going to get the gift of the stick from me. I'm like the benevolent god, and they're gonna thank me every step of the way while they're coming up.